Hey everybody, it's Zori from OneScales. In today's video, I want to cover the WordPress security advanced tips, some recommendations that I recommend for you guys to do. These are advanced tips and these are spoken about online very little. That's why I wanted to make this article. For best practices and regular tips, there's a ton of information. There's a lot of information out there, and most people are really talking about the same things. But I have 4 tips that very few talk about, and this is more for advanced users, but really it's important to secure your WordPress site. And over the years, I've seen a ton of WordPress sites get hacked, and it's a real bummer, real hassle. It affects business greatly. Once you're hacked, obviously you need to spend time to fix it. Your users suffer from it. Your business suffers from it. You're going to get blocked by Google, both for organic and ads, and then your business is literally going to stop completely. So it's really important to secure it, to be proactive and do things. And I figured that you guys already know these regular tips, or you can Google them. You can find a lot, but these advanced tips are why we're here for this video. Okay, so let's jump into it really simply put. Okay, so the first one is locking server file and file permissions. What you want to do is, if you have a vulnerability, if you have something that there's actual hole, a lot of times hacks are some attackers' code is actually going and rewriting your files, either adding new files or editing your files and adding some malicious code. If you go to the server level and you literally do not allow access to write for specific folders and files, even if you have a security hole, they won't be able to write to it in most cases. Obviously, there's different types of hacks, but you want to actually do that. So lock your files and folders from writing. That's the first one, okay? The second one, lock database tables. Very similar to the folders. If you actually lock database tables from being able to write, even if there's a hack, an attacker tries to write to a table, they can't, because on the database level, you do not allow writing, right? It's a very simple one. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is use your firewall for more advanced things. Use your firewall for blocking logins and user input. So let me explain it. So login, for example, is when you go to your WP admin, you want to log in as an admin to be able to make changes to your posts or pages or navigation, things like that. So you want to actually make sure you block it. Block it by IP, block it by your VPN, block it by many different things. Just block these URLs. Block the WP users, WP admin, all these things, block them, okay? The second thing, which is a little bit more advanced, is you should actually see which plugins allow user input. For example, maybe you have a plugin that modifies your logins for your customers, maybe if they write a comment or something like that. Or you have a contact form, which is very popular, something like Contact Form 7 or some others. You should actually have your firewall listen to the input there, and when it tries to actually submit it, you should actually listen to special characters, code, scripts, all these kind of things. A lot of firewalls actually have some advanced features. For example, Cloudflare has all these special rules for WordPress. Make sure they're listening on special URLs that you actually allow users to input to give back to your server some information. Okay? And the last one is you need to block other ways for users to input information to your server. For example, XML-RPC and APIs. You have these things that are built in that allow external code to actually input or send requests or posts to WordPress XML-RPCs and APIs. Just block them. Either do it by code or have some plugins that actually disable it. If you don't need it, block it. Obviously, that's what you want to do. That's it. These are my 4 advanced tips. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about them, ask us more, share your best practices. And before we outro for this, obviously don't forget about the best practices. There's a list right here of the best practices. There's a lot more for it, but these are some of the most common ones that you can reference right here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share with us your best practices. And if you have any issue about hacks, how to deal with them, how to fix it, what to do if Google blocks you for Google Ads or organic, we'll be making more videos, but obviously ask us questions. We're here to help you guys. And again, ask anything, ask general things, ask very specific things about your business or your issue. We'll be happy to help. And as always, if this video helped you in any way, we'd really appreciate it if you can subscribe, like, share. It means a lot to us. It helps us grow. It helps us reach more people, and really gives us feedback. So I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Much, much appreciated.